Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're at the LA Auto Show and we're here for Media Day. So there's a bunch of cars out there that we're looking to check out. I'm hoping there's Corvette possibly brought. There's ZR1, I'm hoping for that because that car just came out a little bit ago and their Corvette is showing it off, and that car is absolutely amazing for its price point. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm here with my buddy Jackson. He's one of our photographers for Enthusio. So this is his first time at Media Day.
Yeah, this is my first time at the LA Auto Show actually, so I'm super excited. No idea what to expect, but Charlie says great things, so.
Alright, check this out guys. This is the brand new 2025 Ford, I'm gonna step over this. Yeah, 2025 Ford Mustang GTD. Now this car comes equipped with a supercharged V8 up with a 5.2 liter supercharged V8 making over 800 horsepower. The interior is unlike all the other ones. It's full carbon everywhere, and so one of the main points of this car is the back with that push rod suspension that is completely clear view. Now the other cool thing about this car is the wing right here. So the wing is connected to the C-pillar of the car for better stabilization, for cornering, and just overall performance. With the wing it also has active DRS, somewhat likewise to what Porsche is doing, though this one obviously has way more power. And it comes with carbon ceramic brakes, a much wider body, and then the front has a full carbon hood with the inserts so you can see through the engine bay, which is amazing. Full-on louvered fenders, carbon fiber skirts. Alright guys, we're here in the Porsche booth with their little lineup of some movie cars. So if you don't notice this one, this was the 964 from Rise of the Beast, and then the Turbo S from Bad Boys. Normal GT4 race car, and then a Porsche on complete steroids. The whole bumper is completely off of this car. Back end, I honestly no words.
Needs a bumper.
Who needs a bumper?
Who needs a bumper?
I feel like only reason you should have bumper off is maybe if you have a twin turbo kit. I don't know if just an exhaust, but that's not just an exhaust though.
I think you'll be fine.
I think it's that.
Aside from twin turbo, this is the only acceptable reason not to have a back bumper.
It's completely fair. This bumper is just all downforce. I mean, technically, so you can say it's a bumper, but just a downforce bumper. Alright, so this is Porsche's updated facelift version, I guess you could put it. The 992.2 911 Carrera. So update in terms of the facelift. New front bumper is different. Updated wheels. The rims are different from the .1 generation. The rear is the most noticeable for this car. The back end is a little bit more, so little bumper area down here. It's got a curvature in it compared to the original .1. The lights are also a little bit more different, as well as the upper engine bay area. Interior, it seems to be about the same or so. Now I haven't had a chance to personally go in depth with one of these cars to compare them one-on-one, but I think that'd be a cool idea for the future. So maybe we'll get a video with Porsche, some form of collaboration where we can get a 992.2 to compare the two, see how they compare. You know you're in LA when there's not one Cybertruck, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I swear there's another one. It's just Tesla, 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 Tesla. So we just walked in a completely new room that is separate from the rest of the event. Still in the same building, but it's not the typical manufacturers. Here's more of the custom stuff as well as some of the exotics. And we walked through the door and there is a KTM Expo. I haven't seen one of these in person yet. Full exposed carbon, fighter jet style canopy with a 2-person seater, but that race bucket seat. Now this just might be me, but for some reason looking at this corner piece of the car, it kind of looks like a Chiron with the corner piece and the headlights. The rest of the car obviously does not look like a Chiron, but just if you look at it from this angle, it kind of does look like a Chiron a little bit. On the spot, what did you just say?
In like 5 to 10 years, if I'm still single, this is what I'm going to buy.
So if you're single, you're going to buy a 2-seater car? Seriously?
Yes.
2-seater?
Yeah, 2-seater. I can't find a 1-seater in it, so 2.
You're gonna rip out this passenger seat and put something in there. Okay, rip out the passenger seat, mini fridge. Carbon fiber, mini fridge.
Carbon fiber mini fridge.
There, you're on the track. You're on the track. You want a beer?
I want a red.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, guys. Don't drink and drive.
Only on closed roads.
Oh God.
Jeep 4x4 for the daily, and then the Batmobile.
So you're telling me your 2-car garage?
No.
Two car.
Jeeps. I hate Jeeps.
But you just said though.
That's the only thing I can come up with.
All right.
M3 Comp and this.
M3 Comp and a KTM.
That's all you need in life.
Who makes it? What country makes KTM again?
I don't know.
Is it
Sweden.
Sweden?
I think it's Sweden.
Probably Sweden.
Probably Sweden.
They got IKEA. Okay. Is this hard to put together too?
Is this hard to put together?
Is this gonna fall apart?
No, you
after
just take the
maybe?
carbon. They deliver the carbon part, and you just kind of click them into place. And you know, when you get into a crash and roll it 10 times, you just take off the car. You know, take off the carbon, click new carbon on.
Well, if this is Swedish, I can just go to IKEA and buy more parts, right?
True.
I need a screw for my KTM. Do you sell that?
Yeah, they actually take you to the back.
Oh, they take it. Oh, okay. Take it back. All right, Jackson said he wanted the KTM. Now KTM's cool and all, but I'm a little bit more.
Well, I mean, I love Aston Martin. But like,
okay.
You see one of these more than you see one of those.
I've seen more. I've seen like 3 of those KTMs.
Well, I mean, you go to like.
I've never seen one of these. Oh, okay. Well, but
let's be real.
I know a lot of people have said that the.
If you're on the road in Beverly Hills, you're gonna see more of these than those.
Excuse me. I'm trying to tell the viewers here about the new.
That's the Batmobile, all right?
Okay, yeah, but that's James Bond.
True.
So
True.
I'm trying to tell the viewers here about the new Aston Martin Vantage, and you're talking to me about your cereal box Batmobile over there.
Cereal box Batmobile.
So, if you don't mind, can I speak about the Aston Martin now?
My fault.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. What I was saying about the new Vantage, with the new front end, a lot of people, not saying, I would say it's 50-50 from what I've seen online about the front end. I personally love it. The new front end is just amazing. I didn't like the previous generation because the previous generation had the headlights that were a little bit more on the squinted side. With it was more of an aggressive look. This is just I see more of a classical Aston Martin look with a big massive grille, the big headlights. It fits the car so well, and I don't know if it's capturing on camera, but this color is kind of like a greenish brown, and then it fits perfectly with these bronze wheels. It is the spec of this car is kind of hard to looking on the camera compared to what it looks like in person. It looks not the best on camera, to be honest, but this car is just beautiful. I would love to have one of these any day of the week. All right, familiar face here, Ford GT, next to completely blacked out AMG Black Series. Not my personal favorite, Aerodisc. I don't know if it really fits that car. Jason, what are your thoughts on the Aerodisc for the Black Series?
The Aerodiscs, you know, it would grow on me if I owned it.
So if you just because you got your Black Series, I mean, if you have a Black Series, you can kind of do anything.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. I think it's unique. I'm kind of indifferent.
That's valid. But if I'm correct,
I'd like it if the owner's here. I can be indifferent.
If he's here, I'll say what I want.
Yeah.
But if I'm correct, I believe on paper and on track, Black Series beats the new GT. Again, going back on the price point from on our last video with the cheapest Ford GT that sold, and those cars are cheaper than this, from my knowledge. And that car is better on paper and on track. Behind me, we found it. The new ZR1. Half of the ZR1. They could only give us half. Oh, I could only afford half of it, so. Real one's over there. Yeah, that's what we could afford, was half of it. And then if you could afford it, you get the full package. There's actually an option.
An option to get the full car.
So there's how there's different options with the C8?
Yeah.
Well, there's different, you can get like a half of one. It's like a build, it's going back to the IKEA thing, you have to build the rest. It's like a Lego set. This is the new 2025 Corvette ZR1 C8, obviously. Comes with over 1,000 horsepower, 1,064 horsepower, and it is fitted back here with twin turbos, and they are the largest twin turbos to ever be fit on a production vehicle. It has these huge rear wheels that are fully carbon. Carbon everywhere. Every little piece is carbon. Wing, diffuser. The car has a top speed of 233 miles an hour. This one has the big carbon brakes, massive, the ductlet in the front for air to transfer for downforce. And then interior wise, so your center console area, unlike the other ones, is all carbon. Carbon wheel, carbon dash. Everything in this car is meant for pure weight reduction. I believe it's in the $160,000 range. I believe, if I'm correct. I'll put something on the screen somewhere for that exact price, what Chevrolet has put this car for MSRP. But for its price point, over 1,000 horsepower, twin turbo V8, 233 miles an hour. Here are those turbos that we were talking about earlier. So you have biggest production size in terms of just overall size. They're the largest twin turbos to be fitted to a production vehicle. So yeah, this is the ZR1 engine. Flat plane crank V8 twin turbo, 1,064 horsepower. Put in the car at 233 miles an hour. It's just this thing sitting in there. Just for comparison, right here is the normal Z06, which is this convertible version, obviously. Then behind it is their ZR1, so you can get an idea the difference in these cars. So front end on this, front end on that one. There's no wing on the Z06 for this variant, and then the one back here has that massive carbon fiber rear wing that's just, just complete dinner plate, massive dinner plate. You eat off that. Thinking about what if we got some in and out with that ZR1? What are your thoughts? In and out, just eat off the back of that ZR1 wing.
Oh, I love it.
Complete dinner table.
Tax right off.
So me and Jackson just made a pretty decent point. We're just talking off camera that. So again, going back to the normal Z06 C8, and then comparing it with that C8 ZR1 back there, is you see the C8 Z06 on the street, and you go, if it flies by you, if it doesn't have a loud exhaust or it's just casually driving, you go, oh, okay, it's a Corvette C8, that's cool. You don't really notice it that it's being a Z06 unless it's got badges all over it or something like that. Or again, like we said, if it's super loud. Now, if you see the C8 ZR1 go by, you know that's something. Like that car going by, you know you've just driven by something insane. Like again, with all the carbon fiber inserts, the wing, mental.
Yeah, it's like you see them next to each other. It's like there's no, just that one overshadows the normal.
Oh, 100%.
There's no,
Not only but just by the bright yellow coloring, obviously.
the body lines, the carbon fiber,
Yeah.
the power, obviously.
Just every trim piece on this. So this door piece right here, if it'll focus. This little trim piece right here that's blue on this one. Carbon fiber on the ZR1. The front with the hood. Yeah, it's all carbon, every little piece. Yeah, it's just. I obviously would rather have this definitely for the money. For the money for the ZR1 is just, it's mental. Hey yo.
Is that a Supra?
Is that a Supra? It's a Supra. Look at this GR86 and it's beautiful. Say almost like a British racing green with the bronze rims and the tannish brown interior. I've never seen a GR86 in this color combo. I don't know if this is a specific unique spec. I know how these companies, with Subaru, they did I believe it was like a purpley blue on their BRZ. It was a limited edition, so I'm not sure if this is limited edition. Okay, so we just looked. This is the, I'm gonna pronounce this so wrong, but Hakone, it's Hakone, if that's right, but speechless. The color looks so good on this car. But Hakone edition, I'm not sure how many are made. Okay, 145, what?
It says GR on it.
Oh wait, it's got branding, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're paying $145 for some gray and red stitching. Behind us is the, okay, Jackson, stop trying to steal the camera. Let me vlog. So these cars are their performance cars, and then behind us are the off-roaders. Now, in my opinion, Toyota has been killing it in the off-road game with the new Tacoma, the new Tundra, new Land Cruiser. Anyway, here's the new Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. This car is, I would take this. The front end is super aggressive, wheels aggressive. I don't know how you could buy a normal one when this is an option.
Tacomas I've ever seen.
Oh, and I know, and it's OEM.
Factory, yeah.
OEM, this is crazy. That's what I mean, but Toyota is seriously stepping up again. Toyota's not stopping. Another Land Cruiser in a minty color, kind of like a mint. You ever seen the Porsche color that's like a mint on the GT3?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hear me out. Two-car garage. We have 2-car garage. This in this color, and then the GT3 in the mint color. 2-car garage.
I wouldn't be opposed.
I think that's a. You have an amazing supercar or sports car, however you want to put Porsche. I don't know. People kind of depends on what Porsche you have to put it in what category, sports car, supercar. But that'd be a cool 2-car garage. This fully built Land Cruiser from Toyota, and then a mint green GT3. All right, so we're here with Nissan, and they have a few of their cars. And if you don't know already, the R35 it's on its final year. We're no longer going to have a GTR after this year. It's pretty upsetting. It's R35 had a really long run, really successful run. Probably one of the most successful out of all the GTRs. So what they have right there, the T-spec on the bottom, and then I believe just your standard R35 last generation on top. The color on this is a greenish color, but then it also fades into a purple. It's very iridescent. Kind of reminds me of the classic midnight purple style with the iridescent fading. It isn't exactly midnight purple, from my understanding. I know they tried to replicate it with this. It has carbon fiber inserts everywhere. A T-spec on the footing here, and then T-spec again right there on the center console. All right, guys. So LA Auto Show 2024. What are your thoughts on it?
Dude, it was great. So much fun. First time here, especially for the media day. The access was great. Got to step behind the glass here with the.
Yeah, the GTD was an amazing start to the day. So shout out to Ford for allowing us to get behind the little barrier here to film up close and personal with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little clip and got some good information, numbers on it. And if you're able to, I mean, why not buy one for yourself?
Yes.
It's insane. I don't know. Would you question of the day for this video? Because I feel like what an interesting question every single video is. Would you rather have the 2025 Ford Mustang GTD or the 992 GT3 RS?
Wow.
What are you taking?
That's a question. I'm honestly not sure.
You got to answer the question of the day.
Now that I've seen them both in person, Porsche's hard to beat. I'd probably go with Porsche, but it would be a very long debate if I had the money.
No allocation, nothing. What are you taking? If someone walked up to you and they said, "Here's the keys. You have the Mustang, or you have the." We're not near any Porsches, but or the Porsche. So you got the Porsche key or the Mustang key. Someone's handing you. It's like the red and blue pill. What are you taking?
I'm not sure.
You're on the spot.
I'm on the spot. Oh,
what are you taking right now?
I love Porsche, but now that I've seen this in person, probably.
I know. The Mustang. I know. I can't believe I'm going to say it. It's just somebody who's loved Porsche for a long time, not these people who are just jumping on the Porsche bandwagon with the TikTok kids and all that crap. But I don't. As much as I do love Porsche, I just
think it's pretty sick.
The GTD is just. Yeah. I personally wouldn't spec it in this way, but a GTD in general. I know it's going to anger a lot of people, but this GTD looks insane. So, yeah, we're going to end it right there with the GTD in the background. So, shout out to Jackson for coming on this one.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And make sure you follow him. You want to shout yourself out? Go for it.
Stitsflix on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere on the screen, on his left or his right.
I do photography.
Yeah, reach out to him.
If you guys ever want to shoot,
yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah. That's kind of it, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this with a loved one. And we'll see you guys on the next one.